This year, north-central Nigeria was drowned again. In May 2025, flash floods in Niger State swallowed entire towns. More than 115 lives lost in one night, over 3,000 homes swept away. In Kogi, raging waters buried whole communities, leaving families homeless, farms destroyed, and dreams washed away. But here's the bitter truth. This is not just a natural disaster. It is a man-made failure. Year after year, the same rivers that drown our people could have been the same rivers powering irrigation, generating electricity, and fueling trade. Instead, they remain unmanaged, and the region remains underdeveloped. Because states act alone. Benue chases agriculture, Niger focuses on power, Nasarawa on mining, Kogi on steel, but without unity, everyone loses. While the floods destroy, the ports rot, and the minerals leave the soil raw and unprocessed, the people are left to pick up the pieces. But what if it didn't have to be this way? What if Benue, Niger, Nasarawa, and Kogi join hands, turning shared rivers into engines of prosperity and idle ports into booming trade corridors? Today, we reveal how interstate collaboration could transform North Central from a disaster zone into Nigeria's economic heartbeat. The North Central region sits at the very heart of Nigeria. It hosts Abuja, the federal capital territory, and includes resource-rich states like Benue, Niger, Nasarawa, and Kogi. Together, these states hold the keys to Nigeria's food security, energy supply, and mineral wealth. But here's the challenge: every state operates like an island. Benue produces yams and rice, Niger manages hydropower, Nasarawa extracts lithium, and Kogi digs iron ore. Yet, without integration, these strengths never add up to real development. Collaboration changes the story. By pooling resources, aligning projects, and planning across borders, the North Central can move from fragmented growth to a regional powerhouse. The River Niger and River Benue are not just geographical features, they are lifelines. They provide water, fertile land, and energy. But unmanaged, they also bring destruction, like the 2025 floods. A joint river basin authority between Benue, Niger, Nasarawa, and Kogi could turn this problem into opportunity. Through coordinated dredging, embankments, and dam management, disasters that now cost lives and billions every year could be reduced. With proper canals and pumps, the states could irrigate hundreds of thousands of hectares. Imagine Benue's rice belt connected with Nasarawa's sesame fields and Niger's sugarcane plantations. Instead of being wiped out by floods, these farmlands could feed Nigeria and beyond. Niger already generates over 1,300 megawatts from Kainji and Shiroro dams. But transmission bottlenecks waste much of this energy. With regional planning, power could be directly channeled to industrial parks in Kogi or Nasarawa, turning electricity into jobs. Other regions have done it. The Nile Basin Initiative in East Africa allows multiple countries to jointly manage their shared river. If Ethiopia, Sudan, and Egypt, with all their political tensions, can collaborate on water, for Nigerian states can surely do the same. Nigeria's biggest economic weakness is dependence on raw exports. Kogi digs iron or Nasarawa mines lithium, Benue produces food crops, but most of it leaves raw, with little local value added. Collaboration offers a smarter path: regional industrial parks that combine resources for scale and efficiency. Kogi's iron ore at Atakpi supplies steel. Nasarawa's lithium, critical for global batteries, is processed into finished products. Benue's agro-waste supports bioenergy for the industries. Together, they form a north-central resource processing zone that keeps wealth in the region instead of exporting jobs abroad. Benue's yams, rice, and soybeans feed into modern mills and factories. Niger and Nasarawa handle large-scale rice and cassava processing. Kogi, at the confluence of Nigeria's two greatest rivers and with rail access, becomes the logistics hub. Rwanda's Bugesera Industrial Park and Ethiopia's Eastern Industrial Zone transformed regional economies by clustering industries. North Central can follow that model, only bigger. The greatest missed opportunity in the region lies in its ports. Barrow Port in Niger State and Lokoja Port in Kogi were built to move goods cheaply along the Niger and Benue. Yet today, they are either idle or incomplete. Poor road access, vandalism, and lack of investment keep them from working. Instead of waiting for Abuja's budget, the states could form a North-Central Inland Waterways Consortium to jointly raise funds and manage the ports. Imagine a North-Central Infrastructure Bond, backed by revenue from port usage, attracting pension funds and international lenders. Logistics giants like Dangote or international shipping firms could run barges, carrying cement, rice, and minerals from Lokoja down to Onitsha and Port Harcourt. The Warri-Itakpi Railway already passes through Kogi. With feeder roads and spurs, ports at Barrow and Lokoja could be fully connected to farms in Benue and mines in Nasarawa. If successful, this would cut transport costs by up to 30%, ease congestion on Nigeria's overstretched highways, and position North Central as the country's inland trade hub. Big dreams fail without structure. For collaboration to work, the four states need a formal system. A North-Central economic bloc, like the Southwest Dawn Commission, could focus on joint economic planning. Dedicated boards for water, mining, agriculture, and transport would ensure continuity. Common tax holidays, land policies, and regulations could attract investors who see the region as one big market. With rotating leadership, each governor chairs the bloc in turn, ensuring fairness and shared responsibility. This model is not theoretical. The East African community has successfully coordinated regional infrastructure. Within Nigeria, the Lagos-Ogun Industrial Corridor proves neighboring states can benefit more together than apart. If Benue, Niger, Nasarawa, and Kogi act together, here's what they gain: food security, with irrigated farms feeding not just Abuja, but all of Nigeria. Industrial growth, with local processing of minerals and crops, creating jobs. Reduced disasters, with joint flood control saving lives and farmlands. Cheaper transport, with ports and rail cutting costs for businesses. Energy access, with hydropower feeding nearby industrial zones. Stronger bargaining power, as a united bloc negotiating with both Abuja and foreign investors. North-Central Nigeria has always been called the Middle Belt, a bridge between North and South. But it can be much more than a bridge. It can be the beating heart of Nigeria's economy. The floods of 2025 showed us the cost of disunity: lives lost, homes destroyed, opportunities wasted. But with collaboration, those same rivers and lands can become the source of wealth, stability, and pride. Benue, Niger, Nasarawa, Kogi, your destiny is shared. And so must be your development. The question is not whether you can afford to collaborate. The question is whether you can afford not to. Do you believe interstate collaboration is the key to unlocking North Central's potential? Drop your thoughts in the comments, subscribe for more deep dives, and let's keep the conversation alive on building a better Nigeria.